What's up, everybody? This is Chris coming back at you again today with another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at a phenomenal little bag from a company that I assume many of you know if you're watching this video. This is the Tom Bihn Luminary bag. The Luminary from Tom Bihn is a great little EDC style bag. It is a small bag. It is a sleek bag. I have it in their black ballistic kind of nylon fabric here, which is beautiful and heavy duty and is going to last forever. And over the past several weeks of using this bag, I have just fallen in love with Tom Bihn. Matter of fact, I am already in the process of selling a couple of other bags on eBay in an effort to buy at least one other Tom Bihn bag, and possibly two. So I am all aboard the Tom Bihn train right now. Start off by telling you a little bit about why that's the case. It's all American made. It's all designed by a small business in-house. It's just a company that thinks quite a bit about their customers and their consumers. They offer a ton of accessories and kind of modular organization that I really appreciate. And, you know, like I think some people and other reviews that I've read on and watched on YouTube, it took me a little bit of time to get around to the look of a Tom Bihn bag. The look isn't exactly what I pictured myself in all the time in a business setting or whatever. But the more that I experience the stuff and look at it online and kind of think through it, I've really fallen in love with Tom Bihn as a company. So let's get into the Luminary. The Luminary is a small bag. This is, I think, the smallest backpack, or one of the smallest, that Tom Bihn makes. This is literally a 12-liter pack. 12 liters. It is an EDC bag, and it's not big enough for a lot of folks' EDCs that I know on this YouTube community. But for me, this bag fits all of my stuff snugly and in a very effective and efficient manner. So again, this is like some 1000D or 1020, I think, black ballistic nylon. It comes in a couple different fabrics. They have like a Dyneema fabric that's lighter. This is their heavier kind of fabric. And as you can see, it's very nice. The zips are all YKK, all very heavy duty. I have this thing kind of open because these zippers are heavy duty. I mean, they're not really, I put the ties on them. These zip ties are optional. You kind of put them on after the fact. But if you don't have them, I mean, it's not super easy to open these. These are heavy duty YKK. I think they are number 8 YKK zips all around the bag. Everything is just of superb quality. So let's go through the bag. I like the look of this because it appears as though it's one streamlined zipper all the way around, but in fact, this is 3 separate pockets. So let's get into the front right. This is a small little hand pocket. Just goes in, you know, to this seam here, so 4 or 5 inches. I have in here my little microfiber cloth, as well as some, what's it called, hand sanitizer. This little pocket also comes with a signature Tom Bihn key leash. If you know anything about Tom Bihn, you know they are huge fans of putting black O-rings inside of their pockets, which I probably will not be able to get a shot of, but there's an O-ring inside this pocket. You'll see one in the larger pocket and a leash that you can attach to it. They make a ton of accessories that can attach to these O-rings to make these systems as modular as possible. So that's one of the side kind of hand pockets. On to the other side, as you can also see, there's this nice gray interior inside, which helps with visibility and some other things. I have my headphones, my wonderful new Jaybird X3 wireless Bluetooth headphones that I love and will probably do a review on soon. They've been reviewed to death. And then I have my little Flint pocket lint roller, which is a wonderful item if you have dogs like me. It just, you know, twist out, twist back. That way it does not stick to everything in your bag. So that fits into that hand pocket up in the front. Excuse my camera work there. So those are the two side pockets. Very simple. Again, nothing big going on. Before we go into the front, I want to flip this thing around. Look at the straps. So this bag, again, it's not made for anyone over like 5'10", they say. I am shorter. I'm about 5'6" or 7". And these straps work fine for me. They feel, you know, the contour on them are kind of a lifesaver because they do feel slim. They do feel a tiny bit, I feel a tiny bit of pressure along this inside edge if I have the bag really loaded out. But I find if I lower it down on my back a little bit, that kind of goes away. This thing does come with a sternum strap, which I have removed because it's just, the weight just isn't necessary, but there are sternum strap attachments there. It's a little modular thing that slides off. It comes with a very slim waist strap, just like a 1-inch waist strap that hooks to these little webbing loops here. Again, not something you would need for a bag of this size. There is padding on the back, but it's not heavily padded. There's no breathability, there's nothing like that. Very simple on the back side. So it's comfortable enough because it's not that heavy, but just be aware that you're not getting super airflow pockets or whatever. One unique feature on this bag is this back pocket. This is where you would put your tablet, and I believe it could fit essentially any 10-inch or smaller tablet. I don't think it would fit the big iPad Pro, but this is your essentially your slip pocket, your document pocket. I have, for a frame of reference, a regular size Moleskine notebook, and that is what it does. You just slide it in. They say on their materials to slide it in sideways and then tip it up, which is what I do, and it fits in there nicely. I usually put a folder, a document or two in there. You know, any thin document style materials can go back there. It will fit tightly like an A4, A5, 8.5 by 11 folder, but I have found if I want to carry a folder that size, it's more prudent to put it into the main pocket. So with that, this is the back and kind of the strap system. Let's get into the main pocket. This also has a very nice carry handle. It's simple. It's just webbing folded over on itself a couple times, but every stitch on this bag is beautiful. There is no kind of fraying. There is no excess. There is no, you know, nothing was not thought out on a Tom Bihn bag. So this, as you can see, only zips down to here, which is about, you know, only 25%, 30% down, maybe 40% down the sides. And then you kind of fold down the front and you get into your main compartment. So I have taken the liberty since buying this bag of buying a couple more little Tom Bihn pouches. Again, they sell a ton of these kind of things on their website. This is, I believe, the 3D pouch that I will link to in the notes below, but this is my food pouch. This is the same exact, almost the same size as the last kind of cheap little food pouch I had. But I have some mixed nuts in there, probably 2 or 3 energy bars, some other little things. So this has been great. This sits just right on the top here. This is my food. I also invested in a Tom Bihn organizer wallet. This is the other thing I bought. This is their small size. It's a pretty decent size, actually. I mean, you can see that's my hand, so it's not pocket-sized. It's made to be inside of a bag. But it's got one front zipper. I have some business cards, and then in this back zipper, I actually have, what do I have? Oh, I have a number of bands. This is the sternum strap that comes with the bag. I left it in there because just in case, you can see it has these little slider clips that will attach. And then I also have a couple of Apple Watch bands, third-party Apple Watch bands, and I have a 5,000 milliamp hour Anchor backup battery. in here. So this is like my quick access backup battery. And again, here's what I was talking about earlier, these O-rings. There are a couple O-rings in this bag. Here's another one. So I believe there are 4 in this bag total, 1 in each pocket, hand pocket, and then 2 in this main compartment. So let me get that off there with one hand if I can do that, which is gonna give me trouble. There it goes. So that's the Tom Bihn little organizer wallet. Again, the look is not my first choice right offhand. Like when I first saw these, I'm like, okay, that is what it is. It's a little bit dad. It's a little bit Pacific Northwest. I mean, but the more that I experience this stuff and live with it, the more that I enjoy it. So here's the notebook up against the moleskin notebook, or the wallet up against a moleskin notebook, so you can see what their small size is. They have mediums and micros that are smaller. I don't have any of those with me, but there are plenty of options on their website. So down into the bag, you will find this difficult to see, but right there in the middle is a water bottle. This thing has a water bottle sleeve, or a bottle sleeve, that zippers into this back panel. Comes out in kind of a V shape from the front and zippers into this back panel. I actually have it unzipped right now, but the water bottle still sits in there nicely. So I will pull out this water bottle. This will fit any reasonably sized coffee mug or anything like that. I don't think it would fit a big Nalgene bottle, but it does fit a surprisingly decent sized water bottle. So that's actually a really nice feature. Even if you don't have the bottle in there, it serves as some organization. But if you are planning to put documents on this back sleeve, you'll have to unzip that and just let it hang kind of loose. So one thing I wish is that they had a system for when it was unzipped, where you could fully kind of move it out of the way, which you can do that, but then it just kind of flops around in there, and it would be nice if it would tuck away somewhere. So one small thing about the water bottle storage area, but it's great that they thought about that, and it's kind of ingenious. It's inside the bag. It's centered. If you've ever seen a Tom Bihn Synapse bag, which is their step-up backpacks, they have a 19 and a 25 liter. They also have internal water bottle storage that is in the middle of the pack, so it's weighted properly, and they just think that is the right way to carry a water bottle. So I tend to agree with them after experiencing it. So the other things I have in here, because I'm traveling right now, I don't have my personal Maxpedition Mini Survival Kit that I usually show in my other EDC bags, but I have essentially everything else that I've shown in my EDC. So I have my Tech Survival Kit, which if you haven't seen my video on that, please check it out. You can also watch my other EDC video of my Briggs & Riley bag, my pad and quill bag, to show how these exact same items, give or take a couple things, fit in this bag as compared to those other bags. So compared to the pad and quill 13-inch, this is almost, I feel like, the same size of like cubic space, like liters. You know, this is 12. I don't think the pad and quill bag, you know, those briefcase style bags don't really have liter measurements on them, but I feel like they're about the same size. So this, my personal DOP/hygiene kit. Again, I have a full review on that. So those two things slide right in, and even when this water bottle pocket is attached in the middle there, you can kind of see it. Those two things slide right into the sides there, one on either side. And then when I do have my Maxpedition kit, I put that all the way at the bottom and lay it flat down, which creates a nice little floor for those things to sit on. It just raises everything a few inches, but everything in here still fits with that Maxpedition kit. The only other thing I have in here now are my sunglasses and a nice little case. Those slide just in front of either side of my two little kits. So that is everything I have in here right now. On a daily basis, I usually will slide my little mini Bluetooth speaker into one of these. I may slide another little thing into this front right pocket, but that is it. I mean, this bag is simple, it is effective, it is streamlined, it holds everything that I need to hold, either for work, because I don't carry my laptop to work, because I have a home laptop and a work laptop. So I can take this to work, but more than that, on a weekend, out on the town, as a day bag when you're traveling, you can easily put this inside of a larger bag and use it as kind of a day bag when you're out and about. I have thrown my kind of packable jacket into the front of this and the top of it when I have everything else in there when it's been raining, and it's been perfect. So this thing is very accessible and a great bag from Tom Bihn. I'm happy to own it, and I look forward to reviewing more of their products in the future. So with that, do a like, do a share. Thanks for watching Stuff I Like channel.